is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
Y'all,
This
just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Friday, everybody. Ladies.
Woo! You said in March. It's March 1st.
What?
You said in March you're going to start saying Sam Shocker in the house.
Oh.
again.
No, I ditched that.
You said, but maybe I'll
gave it
start
up for
again
Lent.
in. Nope. You said I'll start again in March. You did.
I did?
Yes, you did. Last time
I was just sharing pleasantries. I had no intention of doing that.
Salutations, if you will.
Sharing
I hung on to it. I clearly.
You were hoping.
Do you want to try again?
Yeah, sure.
All right, but let's put us at 3. Let's get a 3 camera. All right, ready? Welcome to DBL. Happy Friday, everybody. It's Haka in the hell.
That is not great.
It doesn't work, right, Tori?
Nope, it's
Nope,
done.
that's
it's
a
done.
It's over.
It's done.
It's official.
We say
Done.
bye-bye.
And on that note,
Erica-
happy women's.
I love when Erica doesn't even have to talk. Her face just says
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
And that
blinks.
was,
Yeah.
it's over.
I did get Best Facial Expressions, Miss Cities of America, 1993.
Did you really?
Get back in that context.
Yeah, damn. That's a good one.
Are we going to do some stories?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this. There was a new lawsuit. I shouldn't have said it like that. There's a new lawsuit involving some Vanderpump Rules star. It's shocking everyone, even if you don't watch the show, okay? So former cast member, we're going to call her Rachel now because she switched
what
it.
she wants.
It
did.
was
She said
Raquel.
it? Yeah.
Now she switched it back to Rachel Leviss, okay? She's suing 2 of the show's stars, Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix. This is happening after Tom cheated on his then-girlfriend Ariana with her former friend Rachel, also known as Scandoval. We covered it all summer long. The complaint alleges revenge porn, invasion of privacy, eavesdropping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The suit claims that Tom recorded sexually explicit videos of Rachel without her knowledge or consent. Tori, you have some additional card information.
Don't just set it up like that.
What?
Boring, Tory. To be honest, this is somewhat, I didn't mean to do that. This is serious here. They have a real case here of revenge porn, an issue. Yeah, Rachel believes Tom has multiple secretly filmed videos of her engaged in sex acts. Ariana has at least 2. She suffered severe emotional distress, physical manifestations, and again, this is criminal and it can be up to civil. In criminal case, this could be a misdemeanor and can carry up to 6 months in jail. And a maximum of $1,000 fine. I got to be honest here, Rachel has a very strong case. I don't follow the Vanderpump rules at all. I just know revenge porn when I see it, and this is it.
I'm going to push back and say, I don't know if they do. I understand they have a very high-powered lawyer, but it's not like they put it on the internet and profited off it or tried to defame her in some sort of way. It was
right.
just within their group and it never got out.
But I will say she never knew. She never authorized consent. So one of her most private moments, and we know that with Rachel, and I'm not saying whether you're secure or insecure, this would change it being criminal or not, but Rachel also struggles with great insecurity. So imagine your worst fear, how vulnerable that must feel that without your consent, that moment was filmed and then passed around a group of friends that all know you. Most of them now hate you. And then on top of all that, some of those cast members then explained it in detail to publications. So even though the rest of the world couldn't watch it, they were able to envision it, just like a steamy novel, what exactly Rachel was doing. That is not okay. And I've been very forthright saying I don't like what Rachel did when it came to her best friend Ariana and Tom. Although, how much more does this woman have to go through? I feel terrible for her.
Okay, I'm just going to go with the actual case, and the reason why I think that this is a slam dunk for Rachel is because when I wasn't a big Vanderpump person, but I did watch the reunion, and there's a part in the reunion where Rachel brings up the fact that Tom took that video without her consent.
That's where it got illegal, right there.
And
that's illegal.
When that wasn't the reunion, that was the pickup episodes, and Tom, as opposed to denying it, said, "Why would you say that on camera?" Like, he's like, and he tried to kind of weasel his way out of it. And so he never denied that happened. And there's like so many people who are corroborating the story that it happened, thinking, and I think the reason why that happened that way is because they all thought that she was going to go back to the show there is a clause in Bravo contracts where you can't sue each other, and this was going to be a storyline, and it didn't end up being a storyline because she never returned to the show. So I think in the case of Tom Sandoval, I don't know about the Ariana and all the does, because there's multiple does that are in this lawsuit, but I think she has a slam dunk case.
Yeah, I don't think Mark Aragos, who famously represented Chris Brown and also works with Bethany Frankel now with the Reality Reckoning, I don't think he would have taken the case if he didn't think it was a slam dunk.
Just real quick, if Rachel wants to move on from this, you know, and what she clearly does. Now it's a lawsuit. She's trying to make a money grab out of it. Not saying she doesn't deserve something, but and then she's got a podcast that all she does is talk about this. So it's like it's never going to go away.
But maybe
if you're profiting off it.
But maybe it's her way of not only moving on, but at least having a voice in the narrative,
having some power.
Because she hasn't had any voice over the last year.
They should put her back on the show. Anyways, a lot of people don't watch. You might be in the weeds there. All right, let's talk about some people you do know. It's been over 40 years since The Outsiders became a classic, and now the film's director, Francis Ford Coppola, has shared the auditions. I love these. So the clip posted on Instagram starts off with 17-year-old. Could you guess who that is? That's
Matt Dillon.
That's right. I love this. I don't know. I just love the audition process. Even though I hate it, I love it. And then we see the young Ralph Macchio.
Oh my gosh.
Ralph.
What's your name? Ralph.
That's great. Look at that hair. Look at that 80s hair. And Diane Lane being asked if she has ever been in love.
Been in love with somebody? Yeah. The most important, I thought, was the first time I fell in love. Or I thought. Have you ever?
She seems a little young for that question. She's a little creepy right now.
Yeah.
You gotta move that.
The most important, I thought, was.
All right. How about this? The video moves on to a group reading with Tom Cruise in a yellow cutoff tank.
Yes,
Look at those guns, Tommy.
Looking good. Oh, there's Pony Boy right next to him.
Dude, they're sitting there not knowing what the future holds.
Yep.
If they only knew.
If they only knew.
Yeah, and Rob Lowe running through lines with someone else. That's what we with someone else, yeah.
Pony Boy, the star.
All right, then a quick close-up shot of Emilio Estevez. Look how many stars are in this movie.
They all grew up with each other.
Patrick Swayze reading lines at the table.
Wow, he looks the same.
Yeah.
Wow, Swayze.
Yeah, right.
And lastly, we see C. Thomas Howell restarting his lines, huh?
Wow. One of my favorite movies. Iconic to see all of these people that we grew up with, but this is their start. You know, they had some things in between or right before, but man, and that's so cool. And to your point, there's something so cool about seeing the behind the scenes, and the audition process is grueling. So
it's grueling, and it's such a crapshoot. It's depressing and just beats on you, but also exhilarating. I don't know. It's just.
And when you find the right chemistry too, there's something in the room that becomes a bit magic. I had one great audition I remember for Two Broke Girls, and I remember feeling that magic, and I remember walking out being like, "Is that what auditions are supposed to feel like?"
Did you get it?
Yeah, but the role was cut. Yeah, so that was a great feeling as well.
Most people
wow.
that's what Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in the movie, but I ended up on the.
My seat was on the editing
floor. It was
floor.
great, man. I was supposed to be Indiana Jones. It's supposed to be a big franchise, but they cut.
They cut your.
wasn't
me and
there.
Harrison Ford. I pinned them down.
Yeah, I met Michael Patrick King, Whitney Cummings. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Back to your story, huh?
Yeah.
All right. It's New Music Friday.
Thank God.
Says who? Miley Cyrus and Pharrell have a new song called Doctor, Work It Out. And here's the music video.
I could be a doctor and I could be a nurse. I think I see the problem. It's only gonna get worse. A midnight medication. Just show me where it hurts. I need to rock you, baby, before your body bursts. Let me work it out. Let me.
Looks like a Noxzema ad.
That wasn't great.
No.
I have to listen to it again because I love Pharrell and all of his producing, but I don't know.
Are you with the hair, guys?
I'm not with the hair.
not with the hair.
Erica's up throwing us off.
I don't like the hair.
There's something that
Wrong.
I'm disconnecting with Miley on, and I can't quite put my finger on it because honestly, even when everybody was like anti-Miley, I never was. I've always loved Miley.
I like Miley. I just don't like this.
There's something that is not connecting with me with her right now.
The hair.
And it's not that I don't like.
It's the hair.
I don't. It's like there's a trying nature that I'm not used to with Miley. Miley just does. Even when people said she was trying, it came off more authentic than this version.
Let me break it down for you. It's the hair.
Yeah, that's a pretty good synopsis. All right, coming up on DBL, our interview with comedian Jeff Ross, how he's preparing for his next celebrity roast with Tom Brady. That's right, and Dolly Parton is teaming up with Pitbull. Erica's going to tell us all about it in her segment, What Erica's Watching.
I feel like working it out. Is that something you wanna do? Yeah, I feel like working it out.
Knows what you just said. She got on stage to get the award. She goes, and to all my gays, I definitely slayed.
Yep.
So like, it is a specific look. It's an '80s kind of like mullety look. I don't know. Yeah, it's got like a lot here and then.
I see what you're
like
saying,
80s.
but okay, we'll let
Get your
Dre
egg.
But I think that the
Do you
issue
like
for
Miley's
me
look?
is that it doesn't look copacetic. It's like there's a cohesiveness that's
Coherent.
missing.
Yeah, it doesn't look with the
You want to
outfit.
know what it is? I can put money on there is a drag artist or a former drag artist doing her hair. And what's going on is that they're focusing on creating all this body here, but Miley ain't got enough of this going on and the rest of it to balance out. She got shoulders.
What if she had like a
but the hips ain't
What if
there.
she
Like a
had
tush. She needs a tush.
Like a
needs a
jumpsuit
tip,
with
yes.
really
A flare
wide
out.
flare bell
A
bottom.
more
that's
Cher
cool.
aesthetic.
Yes.
If you look at more Cher aesthetics from late 70s, early 80s,
Yeah.
it was. But Cher always did long, but then
And it
she
was
matched it
sleek.
with draping pants.
Yeah.
and
Because she's
flare
thin
outs.
as a rail.
Which I'm actually confused on why she's not doing more flare pants because it's so in right now.
Right.
And
Who,
she's-
Cher or Miley?
No, Miley.
I feel like
because she's doing like the Cher dresses.
the Bob
like,
Mackie.
But
yeah,
she
more
did
Bob
on the
Mackie.
because she did 4 wardrobe changes
Yeah.
at the Grammys.
pants?
There were 2. I thought that there were 2
Flare
jumpsuit.
out. Which
Yeah.
those
That
ones,
worked?
to me, it looked much better because it gave like this X almost instead of this
silhouette
like
was better.
big
So you're saying
tree.
she's too
You smell
thin
good, dude.
to take.
What
are you wearing?
I'm wearing Valentino today.
It smells good.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think that is what it is. Like she's so thin
So good.
Yeah. And
that
it's
it's
not-
giving like a bobble.
And I don't want to
It
say
feels
she's
rich.
too thin.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
her
the Amalfi
natural
Coast.
frame
Yes.
Right.
is just smaller.
I'm getting
And
an
it's not
apple
spritz. Yes.
It's like when we did your Tina Turner look. Her Tina Turner look was so big up here, but it matches because you have
Yes.
hip. Whereas
Yes.
Welcome back. There's trouble in paradise for Portia. How did Kelly Rowland's husband handle her steamy sex scene? And 2 of my favorite queens are crossing over in this week's What Erica's Watching. First, most of us were expecting Portia's return to be a victory lap as a happily married housewife. But even Andy Cohen was shocked by the news that she's filing for divorce after just 1 year of tying the knot with her Nigerian man in a whirlwind romance that might have begun while he was still married. Well, Portia says she's heartbroken. However, her soon-to-be ex, Simon, posted pictures poolside with the caption, enthusiastically welcoming spring. Or was he really just inviting thirsty followers into his DMs? Because that's how he got Portia, right? However, don't be quick to jump in, ladies. It's been reported that Simon's criminal past is catching up with him, and that this might be what led to the sudden divorce. Next, despite mixed reviews of Tyler Perry's #1 Netflix movie, Mea Culpa, starring our girl Kelly Rowland, the one thing everyone who has seen it can agree on is that the sex scene with paint is epic. Let's just say it's making viewers want to paint and sip with her very sexy co-star, Trevante Rhodes. But here's how Kelly's husband handled the hot scene.
And I called my husband, and he was like, all right, well, you know, go do whatever it is you're gonna do. It wasn't like, kill it, have fun.
Well, sorry, we couldn't show the hot scene. Pull up Netflix and invite your boo over to come and chill. Trust me, it's worth it. First, Beyonce surprised us by going country. Now she's #1 on the country charts, and one of her biggest fans, Dolly Parton, congratulated her. But after being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Dolly released her first rock album. However, Pitbull's new song has the country queen charting in the rap category with his new song called Powerful Women.
Mama worked hard her entire life. She had 12 kids at 35. Working 24/7, 365. Working 5 to 9 and 9 to 5.
Now, I'm totally manifesting a feature with Dolly for Beyonce's new album. I mean, a girl can dream. Share with me anything that catches your eye by using the hashtag #DBLEricaWatch. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Poking fun at some of the biggest Hollywood names might be challenging for many comics, but not if you're the roast master general. Earlier, we caught up with comedian Jeff Ross. Take a look.
Look at you, Shadow. You have let yourself boldly go. When did you go from Captain Kirk to Captain Crunch?
I love comedian Jeff Ross joins us live.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
So glad you're here, brother. Got to ask you, I'm sure you heard us talking about it. If you were listening, we talked about, the world has lost Richard Lewis, the great comedian. I just want to know, what are your thoughts about him as you spent a life in comedy?
Well, Richard Lewis was the first comedian I saw when I was a young comic in the audience. I was at Carnegie Hall. And I love the guy. He was a rock star. He didn't play guitar or write songs, but he was a true rock star on that stage. He called himself the Prince of Darkness, but he was nothing but joy and light when you met him. Both of us are sons of caterers, wedding caterers in New Jersey, believe it or not. So he would always call me son of a caterer. I said that with pride. Miss that guy, Richard Lewis.
Son of a
We're
caterer.
sorry for your loss.
We are. Now, you've roasted many A-listers like Alec Baldwin, Bruce Willis, Justin Bieber, and Barbara Walters. What is the key, Jeff, to making celebs laugh at themselves?
You know, for me, with big names like that, it's about backhanded compliments. You can't just go for the jugular. You got to warm them up a little bit, like a velvet hammer. They don't see it coming, and then boom, you hit them.
Well, speaking of that, your next big celebrity roast is Tom Brady. How are you preparing for this? And you think he's going to be a good sport about it? I think you don't have a choice. You got to be.
You know, Tom is proving what a good sport is. I mean, when somebody who's won 7 Super Bowls can go, you know what, bring it on, anything goes. It shows the world that anybody, even the greatest, is going to do well if they don't take themselves too seriously and if they have thick skin. So shout out to Tom for agreeing to do this.
So the name of your solo comedy tour is Take a Banana for the Ride, which sounds like my weekend in Vegas last week. How did you
Magic
come up
Mike
with
was
that?
involved.
My dog, my banana. I'm starting a brand new one-man show. It's about what made me into the roast master, kind of underneath the thick skin of the roast master. And there's a lot of great family stories and music in it, and it all builds into a roast of the audience at the end.
Cool.
It's pretty cool, and if you're going through anything, it's really a lesson of resilience and bouncing back. I lost my parents as a young man. They never got to see me perform, and that's sort of the jumping off point for the story. The real inspiration for the show was when I lost 3 good buddies within 8 months. That was Norm Macdonald, Gilbert Gottfried, and Bob Saget. So I went back and thought about my life and how I dealt with those early losses and how I'm dealing with them now. And I thought maybe it could help other people, make other people kind of laugh at their pain too.
That's fantastic. And I love the sign behind you, enjoy the process. I think that's part of this whole thing. Your new movie with Zac Efron is called Ricky Stenicki. Seems like a real serious film. What's the funniest thing about your character, Rabbi Greenberg? Oh, Santino's in it.
But I can certainly
It's a great cast.
Call me Rabbi Giggleberg.
Tell us about that.
Well, it was a dream come true. I got a text from Peter Farrelly, one of my all-time favorite writers and directors, and he said there was a part that he thought I could do. Basically, I play a rabbi who gets roofied right before a circumcision ceremony.
Sold.
I don't want to give too much away, but
that's the best headline yet.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're loyal. Thank you so much for joining us. DBL Nation, see him live on tour and Take a Banana for the Ride, a Jeff Ross solo show.
Oh, man,
and just
that's
visit
great.
roastmastergeneral.com for more tour dates. Plus, his new movie, Ricky Stenicki, will be available on Prime March 7th. Thank you again.
Hey, come back soon.
Congratulations.
So much fun.
Please come back.
So much fun.
We'll be right back.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, everybody.
The Moyles on drugs.
welcome back. If there was a medicine that you could take to help slow down the aging process, would you take it? So scientists are actually working on a medication that could make your body more resilient to aging. It's still in the works, okay? But Tori, would you take it?
Immediately. I would take an injection. I would take a pill. I would take it an IV. I would do anything.
What if it has side effects?
That's a fair point.
What if the side effects were your Tori?
I would happily take it.
Yeah.
But I think the technology in future in science is coming up to where aging is more of a chronic issue and condition than an inevitability. That's where we're going in the far future. So
reverse cell damage, maybe.
Yep. There's a little Benjamin Button might be happening.
Benita Button.
Benita Button.
Erica doesn't need it.
No, she doesn't.
Erica's already taking it.
Just as much as anybody else.
Living longer will affect your benefits on Medicare, and Better Benefits can help when it comes to Medicare questions. Many Americans already on the program may not have a plan with all the benefits accessible to them, so reach out to a Medicare Advantage advisor today. The benefit review is free. All you gotta do is call 800-909-2613. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Would you take it? Would you take it?
You know what? I would be, I would, of course I want to live longer, right? But I think just working out and eating healthy also helps your psyche.
Yeah, your mental health.
Right?
Yeah.
By taking that pill, you don't get any of those benefits with that.
It's supposed to so you look younger, not live longer, look younger.
Yeah.
Well, I heard he looked great.